What's up, everybody? Yeah, this is going to be like pretty different to how I normally do it. Funny enough, I've actually already tried to record this 2 times today, as I was out for a walk. But I'm currently now in the car, and I figured I'm just not going to do it again. I've done this before, by the way. I've recorded podcasts before that I wanted to send out and then haven't for whatever reason. But I'm actually going to send this one out after this because I think this one is quite important. It's basically the whole side of online business or any business, any thing that people are doing that's a bit different. It's a side that most people don't really talk about. And to be honest, on the podcast, I do try and get this out of the guests a lot of the time. It's just getting them explaining the bad parts of online business and or business, whatever it is that they're doing. Because quite often we hear those like success stories, and you see the headline of people saying things like, uh, made $100,000 from starting my blog in my first ever year, and it's just so easy to get disheartened. You think, oh, I've been blogging for like 2 years now, and I still struggle to make anything. And it's like, well, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, so I'm just going to give up. But to be honest, that is not the case. Even people that you hear, so like that story that I just said is pretty much like Alex, Nerney and Lauren. They did Avocado Create and Go. They made $100,000 in their first year of blogging. Alex on the podcast before though even said they tried blogging before. He'd dabbled in online business stuff for years before, really. It's not like it was just an overnight. That's what they did. They full on quit their jobs, and both of them were working in it together for a full year. And I've got to say, there's a lot to be said because Ben and Jeff as well, we've been on the podcast before, Dollar Sprout, breaking the 1%. Very similar sort of thing. I think there's a lot to be said of having two of you because it helps to keep you accountable, it helps to bounce ideas off and stuff. And chances are when one of you's having a bad day, the other one can help or be able to lift you up. And, there's someone there basically keeping you accountable. But this is exactly what has happened to me in the last week. This has basically been probably the worst week since I have quit my job in September. It's just been really tough, and I can't pinpoint exactly why. And then also within that week, then I see like shiny objects, and you really start thinking, oh yeah, maybe I should be going down this route, and maybe I should do that. And I'm really, really tempted as well with a lot of stuff. It's like, maybe I should just stop doing this. Maybe this is not the path for me, and maybe I should be, I don't know, doing something else. There's so many different things, so many shiny objects and stuff that you see online. Basically, the thing that grabbed my eye was lead generation stuff, working with like small businesses for local SEO and things like that. It was actually just from speaking to a friend and kind of gave me an idea, and then I saw a course, and you know what it's like, shiny object. You've been there, I know you have. Anyway, the thing was, at the start of the week, everything just seemed really hard. I had no motivation to do anything. And I've had that before, like the odd day. But, I just power through, and you get through that day, and then you wake up the next day and you feel alright. Whereas this was like the whole week, and it's the first time that's really happened. I didn't, I wouldn't have even wanted to have done a podcast like this. I didn't want to speak to anyone about this sort of stuff. It was just, for whatever reason, I'm like internally mulling things over, and everything's just seeming so much worse in my own head. So I just wanted to share like what I've done this week, which has kind of helped. And hopefully it might help you if ever that has happened to you or if ever it happens to you in the future. First of all, I just want to start by saying though, the whole point of Make Time Online and everything is I want to be able to show people different ways that people have, can live life on their own terms. It's such a cliche, like live life on your own terms, living your best life and YOLO and all that sort of stuff. But the reality is, if you want to do that, you have to work your butt off. You have to freaking work your butt off. You're not just you can't just wake up and be like, I'm not working for the rest of my life. It just doesn't happen like that. These people that make $1 million or whatever from their blog in a year, it doesn't just happen. And this is the whole point. I want to show people, they're normal people. They're not gifted and talented. They haven't had loads of money handed to them. They have grafted, figured stuff out, got knocked down, and then figured stuff out even more. And this is the whole point. If you want to have a life like that, not everyone wants that. You just want to have a 9 to 5, work, trade your life 5 for 2 for 50 years. By all means, do it. If it makes you, if it makes you happy, then yeah, by all means do it. But I think a lot of people kid themselves and say, oh yeah, no, it sort of makes me happy. And I don't think there's anyone that you can speak to though who would say, yeah, I want to work 5 days of the week and then get 2 days off for 50 years of my life, and then fingers crossed the government's going to kind of look after me if I sort of pay my taxes and get a pension and stuff like that. No one, that's not a dream. That's not life. Life is just life. Time is just time. Going to work on Monday to Friday is not reality. It's just what we have been conditioned to accept. Since you go to school from the age of 4 to the age of 18, that is what you do for every single week. And it's just, anyway, I'm ranting. The things that have helped me this week, like I said, I've already kind of recorded this, so it's been different every time. I haven't even said this stuff before. I'm going to say 3 things. I'm going to think of 3 things now. First thing that helped me was talking to other people, ideally people that you know and trust and love. That's really the people that really helped me. So obviously I've spoken to Sarah, I've probably driven her absolutely mental. And maybe this is part of the reason as to why this week has been so rough for me. Is Sarah's actually been back in the UK with her brother just had a baby, so she wanted to kind of see the baby before the next time we'd see it would be in 6 months. So she wanted to kind of see it as a newborn baby and still pretty new. And we've got some exciting news, but I'm not going to share that with you now. I'll have to ask Sarah if I can. Yeah, you probably worked out. Anyway, what am I saying? Yeah, so I've spoken to her, probably driven her mad, but she has, as always, is so supportive and just listens, even though she doesn't understand everything that I'm saying. She will listen and can give me honest advice. And she knows me. She knows I like those shiny objects, just like a magpie, and she can ground me. She knows how to do that. But then I've also spoken to other people. I've spoken to a very good friend from back home who, I didn't need to message him and ask him if I could just chat to him. But again, he's so supportive, doesn't understand everything that I'm going on about, but does understand quite a lot and can just give me his own opinion and again understands me. I think that's a very important thing. It's different for every single person. Every single person will have different things and struggles and challenges, and the answer is different for every person. So having someone that actually understands you is important. But equally, in the same breath, it's also important to take advice from people who are where you want to be, if that makes sense. So obviously it's great having Sarah and my friends and things like that, and speaking to them and getting advice from them. But equally, they're not always going to be the best people to speak to because they well, unless obviously they have done the same thing that you want to achieve and things like that, because they will obviously have their own mindset on how things work and things, and it's always going to be better. You know, like they always say, you're going to get a coach and get a mentor and those people, and only listen to people that have done what you want to achieve, which I think is so true. So I've also got like some online friends who have been super helpful as well. People that I really respect and admire, and people that, I trust their opinion. So getting advice from those people, speaking about it, can just help to get it out of your head and confirms you're not an idiot more than anything else, and just puts things in perspective. Because I mean, this is the thing, like this is the crazy thing. Things have actually been working for me. They actually are the process I'm going at with affiliate marketing and the training that I'm using and things like that. It's just happening exactly how it should be going. It's just that I'm an impatient little thing. We all want results quicker, and that's the thing. I think that's kind of the issue that has been going on anyway. Anyway, number 2, the second thing that I find works really well for me is just grounding myself. So meditation, yoga, things like that. If you haven't done them before, I probably sound like a right hippie and a woo-woo, you just think, well, yeah, that's not going to work for me. But this is the thing, like if I told myself this 6 years ago, there's no way in hell I would believe the words that I'm saying, because I just did not understand meditation. And I've heard people, you hear the successful people like to meditate and do exercise and blah 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 blah. You just kind of think, but it's not for me. Like I'd rather go and play football. I'm actually on my way to football right now, believe it or not. Yeah. So, but actually, if you just get out of your own ego, give it a go, then you'll be amazed at how much that can really help. And this week, whenever I've meditated, my mind has been all over the place, and that's fine. That's the whole point of meditation. You're not trying to stop your mind and shut your mind down. It's just a case of acknowledging thoughts and then letting go of them and trying to. And it just helps so much. It's crazy how much it actually helps, especially once you can. You can do it. Try guided meditation. I think we started with the app Headspace, and actually they say a really good story on there. This is actually what I've been trying to do this week a little bit. Is it's like, imagine a monkey. So while you're meditating, just imagine a monkey, and the monkey's like running around, blah blah blah, climbing trees. What you want to do is get the monkey to sit on the stool. If you can do that, then that's basically calming the monkey down. That's the aim. If you go chasing the monkey, it's just going to keep running away. It's going to keep escaping you. You're never going to catch the monkey. It's going to get harder and harder. Whereas if you could just sort of put a banana on the stool and take a step back, allow the monkey to do its thing, then eventually the monkey's going to calm down and sit on the stool. And so you can acknowledge the monkey running around, but you're not trying to control it or stop it or resist what it's doing. The monkey is basically your thoughts, the same thing. You can acknowledge the thoughts, and as soon as you chase them, as soon as you try and control them, it's going to make it worse. So just let it be. It's the power of now and all of that kind of jazz. It's effective though. It helps me anyway. And what was the third? Yeah. So third thing is acknowledge your small accomplishments, your small achievements. At the end of each month, I just always, do the stats and see how much traffic you got and blah, 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 just keep tally of things. And just went from doing that, I realized January, I think I had something like 3,000 monthly visitors from Google. And in February, it was like over 6,000. It more than doubled in this month. Yet I'm sitting there being annoyed at the lack of growth and accomplishments. If I told myself that a few months ago,
I just wouldn't believe it because, the website hasn't really been doing that. So it's just actually realizing there's going to be things working, whether you believe it or not. It doesn't matter how small they are, just by acknowledging them, it really helps to realize. And obviously, like, if you receive any like nice emails or whatever like that, keep those things in one place. It's such a great way to realize, you are impacting people, or whatever it is that, anything that you receive, just keep those sort of things in a place that you can kind of go back to, because that really helps. But I am at football now. I need to go. I hope that's useful, and I hope that the main thing though is, if you are really struggling with this sort of stuff, just speak to someone, let them know. And ideally, just having someone to listen to you rabbit on really, really helps. And so it's better if it is someone that does understand you. If you feel like you don't have someone like that, then just reach out to me, mike@maketimeonline.com. Just send me an email and I'll be happy to respond and help in any way that I can, if I can, or like even just have a quick chat or whatever it is. But because I just know that this happens to so many people, yet we don't share it. We don't. It's kind of like miscarriages and stuff. Is it like you just don't share this stuff? But I think the more that you can, the better everyone feels and realizes, I'm not just being a weirdo, or I'm not just failing miserably. Like, this is completely normal, the way that I'm feeling. So hope it helps, guys. Catch you next time.
Thanks for listening in to this episode of Make Time Online. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. And please take a moment to write a review for our podcast in the App Store. Keep changing for the better, guys. Take care.